Hey guys, it's Than, and I'm going to be doing game day today. Some friends convinced me to play, so I decided to do it. Julie would come, but she's busy at a convention, so she's having fun with that. I decided to have fun with some game day. I'm actually using the same deck that I did last year, which just a very, very brief overview of that. It's basically a white aggro, white weenies, whatever you want to call it. And it's just all right. The only mythic I have is Linvala that I happened to pull at pre-release. But I got a lot of Savannah lines, some pump spells, a fair amount of life gain. I like this deck because it's super simple. I didn't spend any money to build it. But it has some warriors in there. It gains some life so that even if I lose a match pretty handedly, I still last long enough to actually play the game. And that's really my intention with this deck. But last time, last pre-release, last game day, I did the same exact thing, and I went 2-2. So if I do the same thing, it'll be all fun. I'll get to play with some friends. Also, there's talk of Commander after game day, so I'll probably take part in that as well. But I decided, let's bring the camera along, let's vlog it like good internet peoples, and I'm just gonna eat some hot dogs and wait for my ride to get here, and yeah, we'll see you when we get here. Alright guys, so I just finished round 4, and let me tell you how my day has gone so far. My first game was against this guy who seems to be doing very, very well with a homebrew. It's kind of he has a lot of Thopters, and he also has that dash creature card that when another creature enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. So, and he also has the one that makes a Thopter and makes artifact creatures have haste, so he's dropping down these 3/3s and swinging in. He's doing a great job. But we drew. I won the first game, he won the second, and the second one we went to turns and we couldn't finish the game. We were both, I think he was at 15 and I was at 23. It was a close game. Second time I played this guy, he kind of kicked my trash. He was running sort of an Abzan Zulu port kind of thing, just lightly modified from the event deck, but he had the value, and I didn't have the card advantage. Also, it didn't help that I mulled 5 on game 2, and so the deck isn't really resilient to being mulled because there's no card advantage, there's no card draw at all. But anyways, so after that I was kind of feeling down. I ended up playing one of my friends, beating him 2-0, and then I basically put myself into a winning in. I went against this guy who had a really sick Elves deck. Pretty much all of it from Origins, but it was pretty potent. We had a really good first game, and then the second game he was stuck on one land, and I killed him turn 4, I believe. Just completely trounced him. I feel bad for him because he had a really sick deck, and it was really fun playing against him, but his deck just didn't show up, which was sad. Anyways, so I think I'm in the winning in, which means I am in the top 8, and I'm going to see how I do from there. We might get some bonus content, as after this event, there's going to be a conspiracy draft. So, the freaking yeah. We'll see how that goes. See you in a bit. Hey guys, it's Than. So, it's a little bit past midnight, and I just got home from a wonderful day at the card shop. So last we left off, okay, this is what happened. I had thought I'd made top 8 because the way I was talking to the guy who was running the event, he's just like, yeah, you're coming back there. I think if you win this round, I think you might be in top 8. And I won 2-0 very quickly. So I thought, all right, I'm in. So they're giving out top 8s, and they're naming them one after the other. And I'm sitting next to the guy, and he has all the promos for the top 8 in his hand, and he's giving one after the other, and I'm saying he's got 3 left, 2 left. He's got 1 left. He's like, all right, this guy. And I was like, gosh darn it, I didn't make it. And I kind of sat down. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of sad, but I did pretty well. I went 2-1-1, as I said. And so I'm just kind of sitting and chilling with my friends. Then there's another scare where there's where's this guy? He's supposed to be in the top 8. We can't find him. And I was like, wait a minute. If he doesn't go in, can I come in? And it turns out he was just outside, having a smoke or something like that. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then I just went to talk to my friends, but apparently people were talking and they were like, "Wait, this doesn't make sense. Why is this person like this? And why is this person in this position?" And I usually don't subscribe to that. Like, I usually trust the system. I don't really care. Whatever. Um, because people are like trying to predict. Okay, if he wins and that person wins, this person's gonna go to the. I'm just like, I don't know why people worry so much about that. But at any rate, I'm not worrying about that. I'm with my friends and just talking. And then suddenly the guy who's running the store comes over to me. He's like, "I'm so sorry. There's something was entered in wrong. Here's your promo. You're in the top 8." And I'm like, "Wait, what now?" So I'm like, "Okay, let's do this. Let's do this." So I grab my deck and I go. And oh my gosh, it's so late at night. I'm so tired. I'm trying to remember who I played first. Oh yeah, I played the number 2 seed, and he was running. I didn't see too much of his deck. He was running 5 colors, and he had gosh, like a couple of his land cards was worth more than my deck. Um, but first game he got a few things out, but I just kept on swinging in. He ended up swinging in with like a Mantis Rider. I think he was going Jeskai. At first he was going Dark Jeskai, but he was playing green too, so kind of did a little bit of everything. But he mainly just dirtled around. He was cracking fetch lands. He Fiery Impulse my dude. He dig through time and he couldn't find the answers because I was just putting down so many creatures. Just so you guys know, I will do a deck tech on this deck, but for right now I'm too tired to do it. But needless to say, I was able to beat him 2 games to 1 because he did take the middle game. Because he sideboarded in some stuff, and the last game he just didn't see any of that sideboard. Which I know, like I understand that's the thing. You sometimes you just don't get lucky. But when you when you have so many fetch lands and some good card advantage, and you dig through time and you can't find your answers, my deck came on top. Let's just say that. And so we're doing top 8, so single elimination. I ended up playing this guy, who shoot, what deck was he running? He was running Azorius colors. He was running 4 Reflector Mage. He was running some Ojitais. And it was mainly it was a tempo based deck that was really contingent on Myth Realized. Whenever you cast a non creature spell, you get a counter on it, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's an enchantment, but you can pay 1 white to animate it, and that just didn't work for him. I was too quick. I just kept on throwing down the beats, and I was able to win. I was able to win that match 2-0. And there I am. I'm in the finals now, playing for a playmat. Um, and I couldn't believe it. I was so psyched. A couple of times I went to the bathroom and just like pumped myself up because I was so psyched. Getting to play in the finals, getting to even be in the top 8 was amazing. But I ended up playing against this guy who had a rally deck. Well, I didn't see him play Rally the Ancestors, but basically it was Collected Company Zulu Port deck, running, I think, just Abzan colors. Yeah, I think it was just Abzan colors. But Zulu Port Cutthroat. He actually did a fantastic job with putting in card draw. Catacomb Sifter allowed it, so whenever he died, whenever a creature died, he got to scry. He had some card draw. He was able to play Liliana, Heretical Healer, have her flip, use her -X to bring back a creature from his graveyard to either continue drawing more cards or get more sack outlets. It was a very good deck, especially when the Zulaport Cutthroats were on the table. And game 1, I lost pretty handily. I ended up taking out a lot of stuff and putting in as many exile enchantments as I possibly could, so that way he couldn't bring anything back, and he couldn't just like sack things, or he couldn't get value from things dying. And so game 2 was amazing. I exiled 3 of his creatures with enchantments, and also one of my creatures could actually exile cards from his graveyard. So I probably exiled about 3 or 4 creatures from his graveyard, and I lasted probably a good 10 to 12 turns, and I got him down to 9 health. But then the Zulaport Cutthroats came in, and I didn't top deck removal. I just top decked more creatures, and he was able to deal with them. It turned from me attacking to me just blocking and staying alive because he had Nantuko Husk and such, and it just came down to the fact that I really honestly feel like this guy's deck was better than mine. Again, deck tech is a little bit later, but it's just a mono white weenies build. There's no card draw. There's no card advantage. It's just I get what I get. And in those long, grindy games, he just had so much more value than me. He had so many more outlets to sack and then bring back and draw more cards. And I just ended up losing out. And I'm totally okay with that. Getting second place, I never even thought I was going to get top 8. And then I just battle away. And the people were legit scared. Everybody was like, wait, you got beat by that deck too? Oh, shoot. And usually when I come into a gaming situation, I'm not a big gamer. I'm always the underdog. I always underperform. I'm always the pushover, usually, especially when it comes to standard. And for me to build this deck and pilot it very well, if I do say so myself, to get into the top 8 and to end up in the finals, gosh, it was such a good feeling. I wasn't even mad when I lost. I was telling my friends that the first game I was so tense because I was like, I have to win this. I have to win this for my college, for my friends. I have to be this amazing thing. Come from behind victory, all that stuff. And I was super intense just trying to play everything. And then about halfway through game 2, I just sort of realized that you know what? I don't have to become a pro player overnight. I don't have to be undefeated overnight. The fact that I've gotten this far is great. And it was right about the time where the tables were turning. I had him down to 9, and he just started draining me with Zulaport Cutthroat. And I just sort of had this calming sensation. All the stress just drained out of my body, and I just realized I've done good. I've done fantastic work here. If I lose here, which I'm probably going to, I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. And I came to that conclusion and I smiled. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I had a big old smile on my face. And I just said, this is good. This is enough for right now. I'm going to survive as long as I can, which I did. I made him work for it. I made him play it through. But in the end, he deserved that. He had a fantastic deck. It ran so well. But the fact that I got there, that I got to that championship, it makes me so happy. It really, really does. So I know this video is going really, really long. So you know what I'm going to do? I have this deck box here full of cards that I got. But I think I'll save that for another video. I'm really tired. And this video has gone on pretty long. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I would like you to. It'd be fun. Julie and I are going to do a lot of fun adventures like this, and we'll see where it goes. But again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Have a nice night.
Ha! I bet you thought that was the end of the video. Okay, no, there's one more segment. This is the day after. And I reviewed the footage from the first day, and I realized there was a couple mistakes that happened, a couple things that weren't fully explained. First of all, in the very opening segment, I said that after this tournament, there's going to be a Commander game, which they decided they didn't want to do because they had a booster box of conspiracies, so they wanted to do a conspiracy draft. And I said that at the end of the first 4 rounds, there's going to be conspiracy after this. There was, but because I made it to top 8 and I played in the championship, they started the draft before I could actually participate in it, which is really sad. I guess it's all right because I already had the conspiracy cube, so that's not really that big of a deal that I missed out. It was a Rochester draft, meaning it's a back draft. Everybody brings back their commons and foil, their rares and their foils, and people get to pick from them. But there weren't anything insane in there. There wasn't a foil world knit, which is one of the things I need to complete all the rare conspiracies and foil stuff like that. There were a couple foils in there, but I ended up actually trading for anything that I really, really wanted. There was a foil pristine angel, and then another foil mythic. Anyways, but there wasn't much for me. I mean, I really do love drafting conspiracy, but I guess it's a good thing I saved $10 because I ended up spending about $10 on singles and $15 on some repacks. But at any rate, I wanted to do this wrap-up video because I wanted to show you guys what I got with my, essentially my prize money. I was able to get like $13 worth of store credit for getting in second place, which was nice. It's a very, very new store, so they don't have packs to give out, but they do have store credit. So I ended up getting some stuff, and I ended up getting a lot of stuff, so I want to show you that. First of all, I want to say that one of my friends cracked open a fat pack of Oath of the Gatewatch and got this very, very pretty, shiny, full art island. So I decided to trade that from him. He wanted a matter reshaper, which was about the same price as this, so nice and shiny. I hope that shiny's coming up. It's a gorgeous foil. He didn't really like it. He's like, I don't like this artwork. I'm like, I love this artwork. It's one of the original Zendikar ones. So I put that straight into my blue disgusting deck, my blue commander deck. Okay, so let's go over what I got. So I got basically two classifications of things. Let's see. First of all, I got 3 more groundswells. That means that I have 4 groundswells for Infect now, which is awesome. And I wanted to get that because I wanted to kind of spoil myself for doing so well last night. But here, I realized that they have a bunch of foils from Conspiracy and such. So first of all, somebody pulled the Dakvaden Emblem, which I actually don't have yet. So there we go, Dakvaden Emblem. We can put that into the cube. Actually, Kevin gave me this, so that was pretty nice. But we got a foil Marchessa's Emissary. We've got a foil Orcish Cannonade. Yeah, Orcish Cannonade. Foil Stave Off, which is actually really, really pretty. We got a foil Hunger of the Howl pack. Man, I got my bass voice equipped. Oh yeah. I have 2 foil Traveler's Cloak, which looks wonderful with Rebecca Gay art. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. We got 2 Grenzo's Cutthroats, which, if I'm not mistaken, may make it so we have a full playset of foil Grenzo's Cutthroats. Got a foil Lead the Stampede. We got a foil Respite, because when you want to fog in the shiniest way possible. Yeah. We also have a Wind Dancer in foil. I should probably stop saying foil. They're all in foil. Immediate action. So I think that will complete all of the immediate actions in foil. Predator's Howl. Reno Lantern, which is very, very pretty. Screaming Seahawk, and my favorite, what I really spoiled myself with, was foil Pollyanna the High City. Yeah. Oh, you're getting the glare from the sleeve. Hold on, let me take this out of the sleeve so you can see how gorgeous this is. But yeah, so this is one of the foil rare Conspiracy cards that we've been meaning to get. And so I finally have it now. I think the only conspiracy scheme or conspiracy type card rare that I do not have is WorldKnit, which is about $10. So yeah. So after getting all this, I just love conspiracy this much, so I picked up a ton of this. But I essentially used my store credit. Hold on, let me just put this back in the sleeve. Essentially used my store credit to buy something that I really, really wanted to get. And at first I started looking through foils because I love spoiling myself with foils. But I decided, you know what? I really want to make these General Tazri 5-color Commander Allies deck. So I decided to just use this opportunity to just grab a crap ton of allies. Unfortunately, a lot of them are shooting up in price, or they're kind of up there in price because there is a modern Naya Allies deck. So a lot of the Hada Freeblade and stuff, they're $2 or $3 a piece. So I couldn't get too much, but I decided to just get a fair amount of stuff. So let's see, I've got a Sellsword, Umara Raptor, Ornu Survivalist, Join the Ranks, Tuk Tuk Grunts, Highland Berserker, McKindy Shieldmate, Bajuka Brigand, Halimar Evacuator? I'm so bad with English. And I also picked up this. I found this, and I asked them how much it is. This deals X damage to each creature, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. And in Commander, even in one-on-one Commander, there's got to be anywhere from 5 to 10 creatures on the battlefield at one time. So that's pretty all right. Like, pretty often this is going to be a blasphemous act. I think that's the right card. Yeah. And this was 30 cents. Like, if you're looking for a good board wipe in red, I think this is a pretty good pickup. And then I was able to get, I already had this, but have this in foil, because fire in foil is beautiful. But the Murasa's Pyromancer, which is definitely a must for, for if you're going allies, because of how much damage it can deal your opponent. Or just, is it anything? To target creature. Okay, so it's only creature. But even so, this can wreck people. And this was not expensive at all. I almost want to say this was 75 cents or something like that. Anyways. Grey Pelt Hunter in shiny. And then probably the most expensive ally I got was this guy, which taps for a bunch of colors. Or taps for one color, you get that much mana for each elf. I keep on saying elf in my mind. So no, for each ally you control. And so this is like 450. So I definitely wanted to pick this up. And I've also seen a lot of decks run Mirror Entity because it makes your stuff swole. And it's also technically an ally. So that's kind of my spoils. Like I said in the previous segment, I'm going to be making a deck tech on the deck that got me to second place. I still can't get over that. Oh man. Nah. Okay. I'm going nah off camera and I'll let you guys go. You guys have been troopers watching this whole video. If you've watched this entire video front to back, 10 extra cool points, because we all know we're keeping track of cool points. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me and Julie. We really love this game. We really love interacting with you. So if you want to leave some comments down below, we'll love to answer them. We'll love to hang out with you guys in the comment section below. And we'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.